Welcome to this tutorial about what the right side of LassX does. So all of these have to do with visualization, right? Touching any of these buttons will not change your data. Over here you can change whether or not you want it to be pseudo-colored in the colors that you chose. You can instead look at one of these, like maybe just channel 1 or channel 2, and see if it's saturated anywhere. The answer is no. You could also check that with a histogram, of course. Um, so this button up here toggles between grayscale, your pseudo color of choice, and the high-low lookup table. This will keep auto scaling on, like with this A. So if I keep moving in Z, I can adjust it. I usually leave this off. Stack auto scale is useful. So if you have a Z stack, right, you could hit this auto scale button and then it'll adjust the brightness and contrast just for that image. But if you maybe are at the end of something where it's dimmer, like maybe down here, you want to go up here, looks a little blown out, right? So that's where this stack auto scale can come into play because it looks at everything. You can individually do things for the channels. I pretty much never use this button. If you want to reset everything back to max or min and max, this reset button works great. We've already kind of covered the histogram. It'll show you for every pixel in here, right? Where does that lie? If you direct your attention to the right side here, this deals with multi-channel data sets. So here I've got two channels, channel 1 and channel 2. I can choose to have them split. So I'm going to left click here. Now we can see this is channel 1. Here's channel 2. But maybe you want to look at both of them together, right? So you left click on this show overlay. And there you go. Now it's in color. I've got a Z stack. But if I want to just look at everything in focus all at once, the max intensity projection button is here. So I click on it. It takes a little bit of time, but there it goes. So just the lookup table a little bit more. Nice and pretty. You could open the 3D viewer. It's opening up on the other monitor right now, and then you can rotate things around if you want. Now, of course, I messed up here, and I chose a max intensity projection. So I'm going to close this. We're going to uncheck this max intensity projection, then hit 3D viewer. Now you get something that you can rotate around. You can play with the min and max values here, of course. Each channel. So this could be fun. All right, so that's how you move around here. If you wanted to kind of get a scale bar, you could, just to get a sense of how large things are, you could left click on this draw scale bar and then draw it there. So I'm going to hit select all and get rid of that. Other useful things, these navigational tools. So I'm going to go back to just the one per image. Sometimes when you start, it'll be super zoomed in or zoomed out. So this fit to display size is helpful. If you want to move things around, this hand tool, of course. So say you've got split partitions and you're really zoomed into something. Instead of continuously hitting these, just hit this button. Things look good. All right, thanks for your attention.